Oh, oh, it's on monitor only. I think that's what it is.
Not capturing Discord.
Should. Oh. Hello, hello. For real this time, actually, with audio, great sounds, hopefully. Let me know if you guys can hear me at all in the chat. If you guys don't say anything, there's probably nothing going on in the chat, and I'm just going to be really sad. But for now, we are going to be here with the GRLCS. Yes, thank you for letting us know. But yeah, we're back with GRLCS, and this time it's going to be something special, despite, with the audio issues. We're going to have Series of the Week tonight, Rivals versus RoK Gold. So I am Let's Go Dragon alongside here my co-caster here Gundo, and say hello to the people here, Gundo.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back casting the GRLCS. Gonna be joining for this time around. Match of the week here, as you just said, RoK versus the rivals there. Rivals over there on the blue side, RoK over here on the red. And opting in for these picks here, it should be a pretty interesting match. Again, you mentioned it is the match of the week. Hopefully, we get some banger games today, and I'm ready to see what these guys got.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a pretty interesting one since Rivals is currently 2-0 in the series at the time before playing this game, and then Red Kings slotting in at solid 0-2. So this is going to be a pretty exciting series to see how Red Kings is going to shape up against this currently undefeated team, at least at the time of playing this match. Since we're in a little bit of a downtime, how will we introduce these teams? You want to take the blue side for us?
Of course, over here on the blue side, we got the rivals. Isurge up there in the top lane playing Cho'Gath, Eyesight in the jungle playing Jin Zhao, Tall Guy in the mid lane playing Rise, and then we got Dodge the Q and CB the Barbarian playing the Twitch and Nautilus down there on the bot side.
Yeah, while we're over onto our Reds team, we have the Reign of Kings. I believe it's Armageddon or Apocalypse. I cannot remember which one, but it's the gold team for Reign of Kings here. L9 Turbo in the top lane playing the Camille. We have Treyarch.
Treyarus, I think is how you say that.
Playing the Trundle in the jungle, Chachi OKC in the mid lane playing the Corki, while in the bot lane we have Max and Shu playing the Lucian and Braum combo, a classic one. This is also with the new Lucian that's been out for a little bit now, so it is going to be interesting to see how well does the new Lucian work with Braum, if it works at all. I'm pretty sure the W, if you leap onto Lucian, he gets the bonus benefits off of it, but outside of that, I'm not sure if there's that much synergy between Lucian and Braum, or at least new synergy added to them.
Yeah, that new synergy. We'll see how it ends up playing up against this Twitch and Nautilus too. Semi-defensive champions. You can definitely engage with that Nautilus, but alongside of Twitch, you're not really going to be looking to fight early. But Max and Shu are definitely going to be looking to fight around this bot side. You can even see Shu there taking the ignites for this lane, wanting to look for some early action. In the jungle, though, we're seeing the Trundle versus the Jin Zhao. Looks like Treyarch is getting a pretty good trade. Eyesight getting quite low there. A few more would have done it, but Chak Chico over there in the mid lane for the Reign of Kings is not looking too good either. Tall Guy taking a pretty good trade and now going to be able to get Prio in this mid lane. So pretty good trade overall for the side of The rivals there, they get control of the mid lane while they lose that Rift Scuttler. Isn't going to be the biggest thing because Jin Zhao can just opt towards this top side scuttle over here on the top side of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. He is going to be looking for that skull on the top side. Wow, Turbo doing a good job as well in order to keep up a little bit of prio for his teammates.
Oh, check Chico. Tall guy's looking for the 1v2. Almost takes down Check Chico, having to make him blow the flash. Treyarus trying to get back in there and help his mid laner out. Goes for the gank there. Tall guy not even having to blow a sum. So looking pretty good there in the mid lane for the side of the rival so far. And now we're seeing Eyesight go towards there as well. Try to put some pressure on Treyarus to get out of his mid laner's side. On the other side, though, Check Chico looking pretty bad so far. Taking those pretty bad trades. Is still ahead in CS, though. But not, in the health department, it's not looking too good. Tall guy, though, getting slowed up by the pillar. Check Chico trying to go in. Tall guy gonna look for the kill. Finds the first blood. Goes over the wall, but gets beaten down anyway. Treyarus finding one back. So it's 1-for-1 overall in the mid lane. Shu and Max on the bot side here. Getting real low. CB the Barbarian gets stunned, but it's not gonna mean much else. Dodges the Q's, looking for the kill here. Gets the expunge. Is it gonna be enough damage? It is. The poison, the Q, the ignites. Everything going down. Dodges the Q and CB the Barbarian finding the kill on the bot side.
And Chachi OKC falling down there early is going to be pretty unfortunate. Usually send in Corki into the mid lane because he's such a safe laner. And it's, you know, just really generally a good sort of lane for him to go into. He has that escape that really makes it easier for him to stay in the mid lane. Don't have to worry about too much. But losing out early to Todd's guy who's playing the Rise, who scales up really well into the later parts of the game as well. It's going to be interesting to see how well can that play out here. Well, in the top lane, we're seeing the gank happening.
Yeah, L9 going for the tactical sweep, slowing him up. Ice Surge going to be real low now. Isn't going to be able to get away at all. Not even going to blow the flash. Treyarus picks up a kill back. Would have liked to see him give it to the Camille there, but it's a kill nonetheless. L9 is going to be able to, or Turbo there, up there on the top side, is going to be just fine. Has full control of that wave now. So Ice Surge is probably going to have to blow the TP as well. But again, solid plays around the map for both of these teams. And we can see that Trundle is already off to the races.
Yeah, Trundle having 2 kills early on is going to be pretty nice for the side of Reigning Kings. A lot of things to play around that. Obviously, we would like to see that go onto the laners as opposed to the jungler. But it's not necessarily a bad thing going on to Trundle either. He is playing a little bit more of this fighter sort of fighter jungler. Trundle always has that little capability. So him getting the kills means that he could just get faster clear speeds, maybe look for more ganks more often, and even then he'll have a little bit more damage in these ganks to make sure they'll go off successfully around the map, as opposed to just only one laner. So it's not necessarily the worst thing we see. It's not like a support grabbing the kill or anything.
Yeah, not a support grabbing the kill, but a TP on the bot side as a 3-man gank is coming out. Shu's going to go in, flashes in, Eyesight, one more auto is going to do it. The concussive blows landing onto him. CP the Barbarian getting a nice hook to start that off, but here comes Tall Guy going in with the Realm Orb on the backside of this fight. Tall Guy looking for the kill, finds one already. Chachi OKC going to get real low as well. Dodges the Q, finds the kill onto him. Max is trying to find one back, but they can't do it. Rivals off to a 2 kill on the bot side. Max getting real low as well. If that hook landed, it would have finished him as well. So good out of the Rivals to find 2 more on the bot side.
Yeah, right now it's not looking so great over for the Reigning Kings here. Rivals sitting in a commanding lead of just, you know, 1,000-ish gold, of 800 gold. Still, you know, it's on the people that they want to have at the very least. And that's what's important, you know, getting Rise into his power spikes. It's not as he's not as late game as he used to be, but he's still very dominantly pretty late game. A lot of mid game power, but we're seeing it for Dragon Fight. Yeah,
we might see this Dragon Fight play out at all. Max is going in, Tall Guy getting real low, almost goes down to the Rise as well. CB the Barbarian in the middle of 2 is going to go down as well. Max going to try to make his way in there and stay alive. Eyesight picks one back onto for his team. Dodge the Q is trying to find one as well, but he might be going down here as well. Shu getting real low out of him. Spray and Pray is going out, spraying and praying, but it's not enough. Shut down onto the Twitch. That Trundle's going to be looking real nice here. 4-0 already. Sheen completed Tiamat as well. This Treyarus is going to be very strong in that jungle. So while they lose the Dragon, they find 3 kills and a couple shutdowns there on that bot side.
Yeah, and grabbing all those shutdowns, putting it over onto Max, Chachi OKC, and as well as Treyarus. It's just going to be really good over the side of Reigning Kings. This is a lot of gold that you want to, again, like I was talking about on the other side, you want to funnel in this gold onto your carries that are going to coming in. And for Reigning King's side, it's the same thing. It's just like the mid lane, just like the bot lane. in the ADC and the mid laner in order to get that, so they get to those mid game items a little bit earlier. When they get to those late game power spikes a little bit earlier, that's what we're going to be really looking for here, and especially with two ADCs, one in a bot lane, one in the mid lane. We're really looking for these 3 item power spikes. Corki arguably can probably work off a 2 item power spike depending on how they go, but still really good nonetheless. But we'll have to see what those Reigning Kings plan on doing now that they climbed back into the game here, just even with a solid lead on their own. Not too big of a lead, just like 300 gold difference, but in any case they are evened up here.
Yeah, the 9-minute mark hitting. These gold leads almost exactly identical here. You can see they're 1,500 to 14,900. So very, very close here. You can see it evening up now. But both of these teams looking to fight early on. You can see the full commits to the bot side as well. We saw Tall Guy, Relmo in there. And we saw Chachi, OKC over there TPing in as well to help out his team. And they were able to find some kills back, but they kind of just got wiped through the fight. The jungler, Treyarch, not able to get there in time as he is their most fed member. Shu trying to start something here, but it is going to be CB the Barbarian locking him up. The depth charge goes out, lands onto the Lucian. Shu might be going down here very early on. Dodges Q, finds another kill. The spray and pray just taking him out, not able to get away from CB the Barbarian or Eyesight with their CC. So another kill going onto the Twitch is going to be very important here. And he has a Dark Seal already with that Noon Quiver. We'll see what he's going to be opting in towards. We've seen some AP Twitches in the past, but honestly I think this one's going to be probably full crit AD Twitch there on the bot side.
Yeah, I believe just nowadays with the recent changes to Twitch, with all the nerfs that he's gotten, you know, recently, where or not nerfs but changes where I believe Spray and Pray gives you even more AD, so you don't, so going crit just makes it so much more potent. In any case here, it's like with the Noon Quiver, we're probably going to be taking into a lot of crit. Maybe if he wanted to, you know, honestly, Zhonya's has opened up as an option if Dodge the Q feels like that's something he needs to buy as well. Just because he has those AP ratios on, it wouldn't feel as bad in order for him to buy it, but on top side, it might feel a little bit bad right here.
Yeah, Ice Surge is going to be feeling bad in this situation. The barrel scream going out, not enough to take him out. Ice Surge getting real low there from all the abilities. Treyarch Q's the tower. No! I can't believe I just saw that. L9 going back in, uses the hook shot to call it in. Tall Guy trying to find one more kill. A shutdown going on to the rise. That's going to feel real good for Tall Guy. Turbo is trying to get away, trying to do his best to do anything he can. Another one going to go over Eyesight. Oh man, they almost had that kill onto Ice Surge, but a few mess ups there are going to feel real bad there on the top side for the side of Reigning Kings.
Alright, so yeah, a pro tip, there's actually a button, there's a key binding where you can target champions only, and there's also a setting where you can turn that into a toggle, so you just hit it once, so you can only target champions. So if you're trying to do a tower dive like that, you won't hit the tower. I promise. It's a good investment. If you have extra buttons on your mouse, it's such a nice button to hit. And we saw the folly of that just where Treyarch. I will get your name eventually, just not now. The Trundle just hitting the tower, or chomping onto the tower, not finishing the kill on the Ice Surge, and because they took all those extra tower shots, Tallhead's guy able to come in there, pick up the kill on L9, and then Eyesight coming there with a beautiful flash into the crescent sweep. You know what? I'll just call you Trey. With the crescent and slash in order to knock back the knockback Trey, it makes it a lot harder for him to finish up anything, and they were able to pick up the kill on the end of that as well, keeping Tall Guy alive. So really well played from Rival.
Well played out of Rivals, but Reigning Kings might be getting answered back on 3-man on the bot side for the Rivals over here, but a TP coming in from Chachi. He's going to be able to find one so far. They find one back onto the Trundle. Max going in, flashing in, dodging, trying to get away. Tall Guy might be getting locked up here as well. The concussive blows lock him up, and Chachi finds a kill on the bot side. Trey over there finding another kill, finding that shutdown, and now they might be able to look for this Infernal Dragon here. Going to be able to answer back on the bot side. 9-9 still is the kill score. The rear kill is going to be popped as well. It could very well look just to take down this whole tower. We'll see if they end up going for it. The double ADC here really doing a lot of work for pushing that tower down.
Yeah, it won't get exactly everything just yet. They might be able to do it now after the charge, but we'll have to see. In any case here, that was a really good play in return here. Once again, Reigning Kings able to claw their way back into here in a pretty comfortable position, especially with having both their ADCs get collect full platings. On top of that, also grabbing the first tower, or yeah, first tower blood. So all really great things for them in order to try to get this gold lead swung over to their favor just a little bit more. Even though Twitch has 4 kills, we see Matt's, he has 4 assists, 2 kills, and on top of that, not bad CS, keeping up in the CS, so he's accumulated a little bit of a bounty for himself here, especially with all those shutdowns he grabbed as well. On top of Chachi, OKC, also having a little bit of a bounty thanks to how well he's farming, and also keeping up with participating in a lot of these kills as well.
Yeah, doing a good job there, TPing in first. We saw a tall guy there answer back, but it just was not in time. They'd already gotten the damage down onto Eyesight there and CB the Barbarian. They weren't able to stay alive at all. Overall, though, this game state turning out to look to be favoring the Reign of Kings so far. You can see about 1,000 gold lead, not the biggest amount of gold to be in the lead. L9, though, going to try and turn this one around. Sees Eyesight there on the ward. He's going to get locked up, uses the Hextech Ultimatum to try and take one down. He's going to try and make his way out of this, but the 4-man squad of Reign of Kings is working their way up here, so they might be able to turn this around here. Max and the Braum here are ready to take this down. Max is going to find one already. Now Ice Surge is going to get low as well. CB the Barbarian is here alongside Dodge the Q. They're going to be looking for this fight. A double kill now for the Lucian. Max is going to go in as well. Shu finds a kill back onto him. CB the Barbarian stays alive and finds one as well. A triple kill there for Max on the bot side. Tall guy now trying to find this kill onto Chachi. Isn't able to do it. Has to pull the flash in the end. Tall guy not going to follow. Doesn't have the flash to follow and find that kill. But overall, 2 for 4 for the side of Reign of Kings.
Yeah, all across the map here, and a lot of that gold has fallen over into Max's hand here. So a 5-1 Lucian with a fully completed Kraken Slayer. He is one scary cowboy here, seeing that he has that high noon skin. He's going to be doing a lot of damage here, especially with all those kills he accumulated in top lane. 3 kills for him. Let's go ahead and just do a quick gold check to see where our power is going to be lying around here. Seeing the top lane's pretty evened up here. Jungle, of course, is a little bit in favor of Trey, but first we have a little bit of something happening mid. No, looks like he's able to get walk away here. Mid lane, they're pretty close to each other. 300 in favor of Tall Guy, thanks to a little bit of that of those kills and assists that he has as a difference. And then for the bot lane, we're seeing a bigger difference, a whole BF Sword's worth of stats. Seeing that right there between the Lucian and the Twitch, and that's thanks to all those kills that were giving up top lane alongside those team fight shutdowns.
Yeah, thanks to all the fights that have been going on around the map, the gold is going to all the right places for Reign of Kings. They got it on their Lucian, they got it on their Corki, so feeling real good right now at this point in the game. They even push off the rivals off that Rift Herald. They thought they had to jump on it first, but Reign of Kings able to push them away. Now they're looking for a possible bait here around this Rift Herald, but doesn't look like rivals are going to want to take this fight at all. Ice Surge, though, just trying to play spoiler here. Get some vision on it. Ice Surge, though, going to get locked up, gets hooked up and locked down by the hook shot and Max. Not able to do anything. L9 finally picking up a kill, getting some gold in his back pocket after getting barreled on that top side. Finding a few kills early on, but Trey and the rest of his team going to take that Rift Herald towards the mid lane. Tall guy going to try and do his best to hold it here alongside Dodge the Q and CB the Barbarian. But we'll see how it turns out right now, because that dragon is going to be spawning in a minute. They still have plenty of time to use this Rift Herald, to use it somewhere. Looks like they're just going to press it down, possibly. Actually, no. They're going to save it for now, but that package is available for Chachi. We'll see what he's going to do with that. It is available for a little while longer. It is going to dissipate now, but overall, the Reign of the Kings have good positioning around this. 4K gold in the lead, 2 towers down so far. It could very well look just to put the Rift Herald down mid and look for that dragon when it does spawn.
Dragon is spawning here in about 50 seconds, so if they want to try to do something or get their backs off, now's a pretty good time to do it. But instead, we're going to be looking to do a siege and then fall back into a dragon. But here comes the fight.
Yeah, they're looking to dive in between the towers. This isn't the best decision, but it looks like it's working out so far. They find one back already. Jin Zhao is going to pick up the first kill of this fight. Corki on the other side, finding one. Into the back line goes Trey, trying to find one back. Does as well. Max is still in the back line, untouched. Chachi there as well. Barely going to stay alive in the end of the day. L9 finds another kill. Ice Surge trying to answer back, but it's going to be a 3-4-1 so far in this fight, and they get the mid tower. So the side of Reign of Kings doing a really good job balancing that turret aggro and not going too low in that fight.
Yeah, especially with that Rift Herald going down and to dish out a bunch of damage to the tower, they can just auto it down for the finishing touches at the end there. It looks like ADCs are each going to be just backing here, not going to go for the dragons. Not just yet, at least. We're going to regroup, spend all this gold that we just accumulated for ourselves, finish that Shirelda's grudge over side of Matt's. As for Chachi OKC, grabbing that blue buff here so he can stay here and finish up the dragon. Looks like the rivals aren't going to be looking to try to contest that since they are about 5k gold down in a deficit. They don't want to be falling further behind here. They're just going to farm up, see if they can try another fight when they hit their power spikes here and catch them before Reign of Kings can look for another power spike. We'll just have to see how that goes.
Oh, L9 going into the Jin Zhao here. Eyesight trying to find enough damage to take him out. He's going to knock him up now. Dodge the Q is still here. The Crescent Strike is going to go down. A shutdown towards the Twitch. Going to feel real nice there for Dodge the Q. So with that kill, are they going to be able to find anything? Eye Search here in the mid lane, just pushing off Shu and Max away from them. Not wanting to let them go towards this mid tier 2. Looks like they're going to opt in and just take some of these jungle camps from the rivals and use it to pressure around this bot side. Eye Search here, though, still following them around, not wanting to give them an inch on the map. He's going to clear up this ward now. The 3-man squad here from the side of Reign of Kings just camping in a brush, seeing if they can catch somebody straggling. But the side of Rivals doing the smart decision here and walking towards the mid lane, trying to get that mid tier 1. CB the Barbarian might be in a bad spot. He's going to hook away. Shu's going to not able to find the Q there. TP coming in from, it looks like CB the Barbarian, or excuse me, L9 Turbo. CB the Barbarian is getting real low here. Treyarch's trying to do his best to find that kill. CB barely staying alive there, and overall a decent trade from the side of the Reign of Kings. They're going to continue to push on this mid lane tower. They had the 2 ADCs here. They had the whole 5-man squad to push this one down. And alongside the Trundle, who does that bonus damage with his Qs on those towers, is going to be feeling real good after they push down that mid tier 2. Now pinging towards this Baron. We'll see if they're going to end up opting for this fight.
Yeah, we will see. And I have to say, for build-wise, the Serrato's Grudge is a little bit of an interesting one, but, ooh, Turbo looking for potentially a fight here before I finish this thought. Hopefully, we'll see if anything come out of it. They are positioning here, are looking to position around this Baron, maybe even just bait it. We'll have to see if we're actually going to be doing anything like that. Nope. Looks like we're just going to be backing off here. But as I was saying, the Shirelda's Grudge is an interesting buy here. And I honestly, it's not a bad one. You know, getting a little bit early armor pen is good. If we're looking at Eye Search, Shirelda's does give you quite a bit. On top of that, you also get a lot of the CDR reduction. Or I guess it's called ability haste now. Gets a lot of ability haste for your abilities, and on top of that, it makes your culling just a little bit more deadlier, considering that it's harder to get away from, and you're considering a team that's pretty immobile. I mean, we're looking over at Rise and Twitch, both pretty squishies, and they don't have a lot of ways in order to dodge away from that culling. Getting a little bit of extra slow onto it, it's going to make sure that they take the full hits of that little back massager they have.
Yep, and this gold lane here, 5k towards the side of Reign of Kings. They're feeling pretty good at this 21-minute mark. Rivals here kind of been playing on the back foot since about the 15-minute mark when they lost that fight bot side and lost the dragon. Lost that first blood tower as well. Have been playing on this back foot. Still not out this game at all. But it is going to be a fight back into this one. They do have the scaling advantage here, but as I'm saying that, it looks like Reign of Kings are just going to make a call to go on this Baron, sneak it away. There's no vision on this Baron at all. The side of Rivals hasn't even spotted them out at all. This is going to be a free Baron for the side of Reign of Kings.
Yeah, and I really like this play of taking the Baron here. You know, most gold teams, whenever they're looking over at potentially doing a Baron, they always are in the mentality of, I need to get something off the map first. I need to look for a pick, so then so we fight it's a 4v5. But you don't always have to do that whenever you're trying to look for an objective. If we're always stuck in the mentality of I need to get a kill before I do something, then you're always waiting and delaying the clock further and further and letting rivals get closer and closer into catching back up with the game. Taking that Baron right there with no vision, they you know that they don't have any vision. If you look on the map, you see a couple of them are just turtling around. It makes it a very sensible play. It's like I can take Baron pretty easily. I have 2 ADCs. I do a lot of damage. Just go ahead and smite it away. Now we have full Baron buff and try to make something happen here rather than just staying defensive looking for a pick.
Yeah, having that ability to pull the trigger on objectives or on fights without finding a pick completely is a skill that is very much overlooked sometimes in the game of League of Legends. Here around the bot side, you're going to use that Baron buff to just push onto these towers. They have the Camille in the side lane as well. So doing what their comp wants to do, group up as 4 on one lane, and then send the Camille to go fight the Cho'Gath on the other side. So very smart here out of the side of Reign of Kings to pressure around the map, knowing that they have the gold advantage, knowing that they have this Baron buff as well. And something else that's often overlooked when you get that Baron is the amount of gold that it does give you. You can see there, 6k gold in the lead now. They were just a 4k, about 2,000 gold extra when they did get that Baron. And now the Dragon's going to be melted down. The double ADCs doing what they're supposed to do, dealing that damage onto the objectives as well as the enemy champions. L9 here, going to do his best here. He's going to look for the fight against iSurge. Nobody here is really up there to help the Cho'Gath at all. The Rupture's going to come out, does not find it. iSurge, but at half HP, L9 Turbo does do that true damage with those precision protocols. So we'll see what he ends up doing here. iSurge getting real low here. The Camille gonna have to be Houdini in this one. The TP's coming in now. He's gonna go with the Hextech Ultimatum. Goes to the other side of the tower, into the back, into CV the Barbarian. He goes, but that's all she wrote. There goes the Camille. The 4-man squad of the Rivals is up here to try and defend their Cho'Gath, and they can't even do it. So overall, Reign of Kings doing a great job pressuring around the map once again. You can see the power of that Camille in the side lane, able to take down the Cho'Gath even in a 1v3. Chachi going in, TPing in, trying to help his Camille there. Not able to do it, but at the end of the day, they get the kill anyway.
Yeah, they were able to get the kill, and that's going to be pretty helpful for them getting a Baron buff off the map. Not having to worry about the split pusher anymore. I mean, Baron buff is going to be expiring here very soon, so it's not like it's going to matter too much here. But I would have liked to see if maybe Reign of Kings, while they were sending 5 people up top lane in order to deal with L9, it would have been nice to see, instead of recalling, they go ahead and try to take that bot lane tower, get a little bit extra out of it. Sounds a little bit greedy, I know, but if you can manage to get that bot lane tower, you just open up the map even further, makes it a lot harder for Rivals in order to keep push or walk out as they're doing right now, without having the safety of their towers and all that, you know, free vision it kind of each tower gives when you're trying to find out where everyone is.
Yeah, getting this vision control around the side of the Rivals jungle is very important for the Reign of Kings right now. You can see L9 trying to find something here. The jungle and top laner there from the side of Rivals not going to budge though, knowing they have their full 5-man squad around. In the side lane though, Chachi is able to just push up that bot, or that top tier 2. Does have full control of that lane. Nobody's really there to answer him just yet. Is going to back away now though. The 4-man squad of the Reign of Kings here in the mid lane, just continuing to pressure around this map. The Baron buff has now expired, but you can see that gold lead has done the damage. They have gotten what they needed from that Baron buff. Able to push down onto a lot of these waves, get control of the side lanes, and just get their waves right where they want them to continue this push here.
Yeah, absolutely here, and I'm going to be curious to see how does Reign of Kings plan to really extend this lead a little bit further. We are seeing that we're kind of at a stalemate right now, seeing that, you know, we're just sending Turbo into a solo lane by himself while we're sending all of our ADCs in other lanes to deal with it. It's working out just fine. You've seen Chachi OKC already grabbing a top lane tower as well, so they are looking for other ways to keep up their advantages here. But I'm curious to see if they have other things in mind, or they're just planning on letting their scaling finish up the job here, considering that, you know, you have 2 ADCs. You have an immaculate third item power spike here. Typically, I mean, with Mats, it's not as powerful necessarily, since he did opt in for the Sherilda's Grudge earlier on, but it's still nonetheless a 3-item power spike where we typically see ADCs pop off. We see Chachi OKC also just hit that 3-item power spike as well. So we're a lot of strong points we're at with the Reign of Kings here, but we're going to see if they can really take that to another level and see what they're going to grab with it. Looks like we're getting ready for the Baron here. Beth spawning up in about 30 seconds, taking the recalls here. Corki grabbing the package as well, so he's going to be able to make it there on time as well, and possibly for a fight to happen. They have early vision already on site, so I have to see if they are able to get anything out of it.
Yep, there it goes. They start to engage off. Eyesight getting locked up there with the engage there from the side of... And Chachi going into the back line. 2 members already low from the side of Rivals. They're just getting melted in this fight so far. In the back line is Icer trying to do his best, but it's just a Cho'Gath against the world. Dodge the Q barely staying alive. Is going to go into the back line max, though. is low as well. Ice Surge, can he do some work there? At the end of the day, L9 and Dodge the Q were not able to go down there. Max almost getting real low. And here goes L9 once again. Ice Surge still at half HP. Those precision protocols are going to do the true damage on that Cho'Gath. So all of his resistances don't really matter a whole lot at this point. Just because of the sheer power of this Camille. But it ended up being a 3-for-3 overall. Joining the exact same members there. Jungle, mid, and support. So not a whole lot going out from that fight. But it looked real good for Reign of Kings at the beginning. But Eyesight buying so much time there with his Crescent Strike ultimate.
Yeah, and I gotta say, over for the side of Rivals, that's a fight you know kind of enjoy having, even though it ended up as an even trade. Being behind and you're going even, that's a win in my books, honestly, seeing that you're able to keep up both of your, both sides ADCs and both sides top laner alive. And while you're still in behind, it's still going to be breathing a little sigh of relief right here. But here's a fight.
L9 into the back line. A fight breaking out here around this dragon. They really don't want to give up this fourth dragon. 1-for-1 so far. There goes Camille. There goes Braum. 2-for-2 already. Cho'Gath already going down as well. They're trying to find one more onto Tall Guy. He has going to use the Zhonya's. Dodge the Q staying alive, but it's going to be a 3 or 4-for-2 over here on the side of the Reign of Kings. So winning that fight whole-handedly. Gonna get their dragon now. Gonna feel real good after this one. Gonna secure themselves that dragon soul. Extra move speed now for these guys once they do use their ultimates. Not to mention the amount of cooldown reduction they are gaining on their ultimates as well. 30% extra on top of what they already have base. So gonna be feeling real good now that they have these in their back pockets. Dodge the Q is here on the top side. Gonna try and do his best. But they're all pushing onto the Baron now. 2 ADCs and a Trundle. That's gonna be enough damage to take this one down. So Reign of Kings now going to be able to put the nail in the coffin, most likely, having the Dragon Soul, having the Baron buff, having full control of the map now as well. They're going to be able to do what they need to do to try and close this one out.
Yeah, and that was a very well-played fight over from the side of Reign of Kings here. Really good just zone control, if I want to say, in a sense of seeing how, Dodge Q couldn't really get anything out of that fight, seeing that he still has the spray and pray available after the fight, just because it was still on cooldown 1. But, so picking up fights at the right time, that was really good over for the side of Reign of Kings. In order to pick up that fight here, because, everyone was grouped up. You don't want to be grouped up whenever Twitch has that spray and pray. So really good on that front, and as well, they couldn't get him in.
Oh, the engage here started up by Reign of Kings. L9 is going to go into the back line. Dodge Q is already down. That's already one back down. Eyesight trying to do his best to get a kill as well. CV the Barbarian not going to be able to do anything. Reign of Kings is going in as well. Going in full ham. A triple kill for Max there. 11, 1, and 10. This Lucian really turned it on at that 15-minute mark. Got all these kills. Had a bunch of damage here. And now with that, Reign of Kings can't put the nail in the coffin. Continue to march on the base of the Rivals here. Not going to be able to do anything against this. Isurge going to do his best to hold the line, but he can't do anything. Those concussive blows, the extra damage out of the Camille as well. Going to burn down these towers, and they're going to get the win against Rivals in this game 1.
Yeah, congratulations to Reign of Kings here, taking that game 1. Lucian really did a lot of work whenever he got all these power spikes in, doing a great job just kiting out whoever is in front of him, doing a lot of damage, taking out that front line, while Turbo doing a great job also diving into that back line. You even saw Shu jump in back there as well in order to assist out on that front. So really nicely done. Chachi also dishing out quite a bit of damage here. Unfortunately, he got bursted out early on in the fights as well. But in any case, still well played by Reign of Kings here in this first game. And we will be taking a quick break while I go ahead and settle this next game here. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, hello, we're back. Let's Go Dragon alongside with Gundo here. We're going to be doing the game 2 between the Reign of Kings versus Rival series. We saw in game 1, Reign of Kings did an excellent job. Matt's on that Lucian, very potent, doing tons of damage over on top of Rivals there and having a nice, lovely pop-off. One sec. I feel like...
Seen it.
One sec. On the stream, I feel like it's frozen.
Frozen? Yeah, I think it is right now.
Let me...
It looks like it's frozen.
In any case here, I can turn on display capture. I already have a backup plan. There we go.
Ready to get it in, and there it is, man. It's all good to go. We saw a 5-point start on the bot side. They all just kind of looked at each other. But again here, we got the Reign of Kings. We got the Rivals. This is game 2. RoK up 1 game. If we could give an MVP, a POG voting for that last game, I would have given it over to Max. Did a great job there on the Lucian, staying very healthy. I believe only died 1 time that entire game while having, I think, the highest kill participation on his team. So Lucian, for this guy, is very strong. I'm surprised it was not banned, but they did take away the Braum, so maybe some of that power is going to be taken away now. Overall, though, Chachi there going for the Rise this time around. Not going to be opting in for the Corki, so that 1 ADC comp this time is going to be what they're going for. But over here, I guess we can just run down both team comps once again like we did in game 1. For Reign of Kings over here on the blue side, the sides have switched this time around. We got L9 Turbo up there in the top side playing the Thomas Kench. Trey Russ in the jungle playing Jin Zhao. Chachi OKC in the mid lane playing the Rise. And Max and Shu down there on the bot side playing the Lucian once again alongside the Nautilus this time.
Yeah, well, over on the side of Rivals, we have Ice Surge in the top lane playing that Volibear, Ice Sights in jungle playing the Graves. And over into the mid lane, we got Tall Sky once again, but this time he'll be running double Blanc, a little bit more early aggression. We see how well he can do that. While over in the bot lane, we have Dodge Q and CB Barbarian pulling out the Kaisa and Braum combos. So we're still going to see a Braum, but...
Yeah, the level 2 is hit first here from the side of RoK. Not going to be able to find that much off of that, but they are going to get lane priority on this bot side so far. And that's one of the strengths of the Nautilus, right? You can always aggress forward, get in their faces with that hook, because if you do land it onto the AD carry, it is basically a guaranteed kill. But L9 trying to find a fight up here on the top side. Both of these champions do like to brawl early on. And Thomas there, my boy, getting a pretty good trade against Ice Surge. So overall... Actually, it looks like he's kind of losing that trade now due to those passive stacks from the Volibear. But Ice Surge is doing a good job answering back, not letting himself get too low or be in range of those those TK autos and Qs. So overall, pretty decent. We're seeing both sides here. It is about a CS lead in the mid lane. Not going to be the most just yet, but Treyarch is here on the top side. L9 going to do his best to find a fight. Ice Surge is going to get away. The stun is going to land, but having to blow the flash to get away from that.
Yeah, we'll have to blow the flash in order to get away from that. And I think this is going to be an interesting matchup just because how strong-sided that Tom Kench usually is. Just because, you know, we have really, he has good healing. Just land your Q onto an enemy champion, you get nice heal, and you don't even have to do that during full trades. You can just do that willy-nilly, just throwing out. But for now, in the bot lane, looking for trying to make something happen.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to turn this one around. Shu getting hooked up there is going to get locked up as well, but he flashes away to get out of range. Chachi, though, getting real low against Tall Guy. That LeBlanc doing its work early on, getting a ton of damage down already. On the top side, though, we're seeing another kill. So it's a 1-for-1 in the kill department for both of these teams. But it is going to be the first blood going over to the LeBlanc in the mid lane. Tall Guy getting a solo kill against Chachi.
Yeah, and that is something you want to be, you know, a little bit wary about for LeBlanc. LeBlancs are very good at, you know, snowballing, having a lot of versatility into the later parts of the game, as well as just straight up a lot of damage coming out from her kits. You have a lot of full damage combos where you use your mimic ability or to mimic your Q and then just go on top of them really well, or maybe you want to just mimic some of your stronger abilities such as like your, or not stronger, but, you know, front-loaded abilities like your W or your chains, to get that 2 parts of damage off. In any case here, we're going to be seeing how does Tall Sky plan on doing with that first blood versus Trey in the jungle. Sees how well he's going to be doing with that.
Yeah, we'll see what he does there. In the mid lane, though, Chachi taking the worst end of that trade. You can see they're going to probably be playing towards this top side on the side of Reign of Kings over here. You can see them going up there already twice, knowing that they had blown the flash on Ice Surge. Gonna go up there, return that, get another kill. And now the game is kind of slowing down a little bit. Not that much action has happened in the last few minutes, but it is still only the 5-minute mark after those first 2 kills came out. And Tall Guy, again, you can see that poke coming out from the LeBlanc, doing a great job at poking out the Rise. Chachi kind of having to play in a weird range as that Rise, and now this ward is going to spot up 3 members from the side of Reign of Kings here. Not going to be able to get that surprise onto the bot side of the rivals.
No surprise just yet, at the very least here. Well, Dragon has spawned up here. It's going to be the Wind Drake, so no Ruined Rift this time around here. So Cloud Drake going to be taken down eventually by both sides. Not really a high priority target, especially in these earlier parts of the game, but we're looking for possibly an engage happening in the bot side, though.
Yeah, CB trying to go in there and defend, dodge the Q, but this Kai'Sa versus Lucian matchup is quite hard at the beginning of the game. Lucian can just poke you out with that extra range on his Q, passing it through the minions there as we just saw. And we can see Dodge the Q is doing a pretty decent job at keeping up in CS, but having the back there is going to mean his wave is going to get pushed under the tower. Braum is going to do his best to hold it, but when you have 2 members from the side of Reign of Kings down there, you're not going to be able to do much to hold that wave as close to the tower as you would like. But he's going to be still feeling just fine here. The wave not getting completely shoved in just yet. I believe Dodge the Q will make it in time to catch some of that XP. May just be a few minions going down there. So taking that back to get his Noon Quiver to be in a great spot for this upcoming possible fight here. We can see Tall Guy there on the flank of the 3-man squad. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. He is unseen still from the side of rivals here. Reign of Kings, though, going to be looking for the engage onto Eyesight. Tall Guy on the other side, though. He's going to go in here, gets the damage with his Distortion. Going to go back. Chachi taking quite a bit of damage from the dragon itself. Shu as well. You can see them starting up this dragon was not the best around this. Here is Tall Guy, though. They're going to spot him out, but it isn't going to be the most just yet. They're going to land the auto. He's going to get locked up here. Tall Guy going over the wall of the dragon pit. Going to use his Mimic to get that second Distortion out and get away from the 4-man squad of Reign of Kings. So overall, not a whole lot goes down there. Just a bad trade on the side of Tall Guy. Has to back now, and he's going to be Eyesight holding his wave there in the mid lane.
Now both sides just going to be able to stop a little bit of this dragon take, but because Tall Guy was out of position there, Chachi OKC able to get a little bit of a lead on himself here. 300 or 30 CS in his favor, so that's going to be pretty helpful considering that he bought that Viridian Barrier or Beads Barrier, one of the two. The MR equivalent to the Seeker's Arm Guards here versus this LeBlanc. You don't want her to snowball too far out of the lane, so grabbing that early on and killing out these minions are going to be helping him have a little bit extra survivability and not give up anything too much. On top lane here, just doing a little bit of wet noodle fighting here, just 2 big chunky boys.
The top lane classic, man. The smacking around with wet noodles. Who's going to get low enough first? It is really just going to be decided by a jungle interfering with this side. And you can see here, the Rift Herald has now spawned, has hit the 8-minute mark. We'll see which team decides to go for that one. Looks like the Graves here is just going to look to invade the enemy jungle, take down some of these camps, as he can do them quite fast. We'll see if Rust answers back on the other side of the map. But for now, Ice Surge is able to get priority of these waves and get an advantage for his team on that top side. Not going to get pushed in after that jungler did interfere with his lane early on. CB the Barbarian, though, going to use that Glacial Fissure to open it up. Shu still not level 6 here. Unstoppable Force is used to knock him back into the back line. Goes Chachi. He's going to be able to find this kill so far. A little bit more is going to do it. CB the Barbarian getting away barely. He gets locked up under the tower. Dodge the Q is going to be able to find the kill back onto the Rise. Chachi not able to get away from that tower aggro to end up taking like 3 shots there, and Dodge the Q finds the extra damage to finish him off.
Break because of blows, but it looks like we might find something else here as well.
Rust gonna knock him up now. Tall Guy getting over the wall. Max, is he gonna be able to follow? It does not go just yet. Tall Guy gonna continue to clear out those wards. Gonna do his best here. Ice Surge on the top side, continuing to fight against Turbo. Isn't able to do a whole lot on that top side. We saw him get locked up in the tower, having to blow his his ultimate as well. Dodges the Q, gonna get locked up now by the hook out of Shu, but it is CV the Barbarian getting knocked back with that Crescent Guard, getting knocked back into the waiting hands of Max and Shu over there. So now gonna be able to find a kill on the bot side, get priority of these bot waves, possibly even secure themselves some more turret plating. And the gold though is still completely dead even.
Yeah, I gotta say, I do like seeing some of these flashier plays from both sides playing the Xin Zhao. It was initially over from the side of Rivals, but now it's switching back over to Reign of Kings here. I do like that both teams are playing the Xin Zhao's ultimate very well. I mean, usually some people might just use it as like, alright, I'm going in, I want to take less damage, I activate my ulti, I take less damage. But using it for its knockback effect is a very smart move, not only attacking first, but here comes Eyesight looking for a gank.
Yeah, Eyesight here on the flank, dodge the Q, going to be possibly looking, the Colling's going to come out, into the back line goes Eyesight, going to try and find some extra damage, does have the collateral damage available, not able to use anything there to get some extra damage down, but now, with that, they push away the side of Reign of Kings from their bot side tower, possibly now, the side of Rivals are going to be able to push into this tower, get some extra damage, they do have the Rift Herald as well, so similar to last game, they're going to use the Rift Herald on this bot side to get these first few tower plates. They still have 3 minutes on the board here. Dodge the Q and CB the Barbarian are going to be benefiting from this quite a bit. These plates are going to do quite a bit for these two. Kaiser really wanting to hit that first item power spike to start dealing some damage. You can see their Lucian being in the lead there, having that Gale Force already completed. Isurge and Turbo over here just continuing this wet noodle fight, continuing to just smack each other around. And you can see it is starting to go in the favor of Turbo quite a bit. Trying to do his best to take him down. Isurge is going to have to get away there. Doesn't have the ult just yet. A few seconds off, and L9 gets a L9 Turbo gets a solo kill on the top side. Thomas Kench coming in clutch there to get his team some extra gold in their back pockets. Now you can see about 200 gold lead for the side of Reign of Kings over there. They're able to start winning in the jungle and top lane.
Alright, looking to see if they can do anything such as that. But while we're looking over at here, the gold lead's still very dead on. Just like 600 gold, and that's 2 kills worth of a difference, and that's entirely what Treyarch have. But
Isurge here into the backline. TV's in, dodge the Q with the killer instinct into the back line. Now Shu getting real low as well. The Stormbringer's going to go down, not in range to disable the turret just yet, but that's going to be another 2 kills going over to the Kaisa. Dodge the Q, picking up 2 more. 4-0-0 now, so they're funneling their gold into this Kaisa, which is really who you wanted on. Dodge the Q doing a pretty good job so far at just hitting those last few. A good TP there from Isurge to just sack his top turret, get that kill on the bot side, and get Kaisa some extra gold. And you can see they're probably looking to take down this this bot tier 1, as this dragon is now spawning here in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, this dragon is spawning up here relatively soon while top lane looking for a kill over Turbo, but I don't think Turbo is going to be going down that easily. He has the level advantage, and the Devour is about to come up soon as well, so I feel like he has the advantage in this, but we'll have to see. Oh, never mind.
We thought he had it, but then he lost it. The LeBlanc there having a bunch of damage still. Almost not even finishing up her first item yet, getting the first few procs over Q to get that extra damage on her Distortion. Gonna feel real good there. But Eyesight over here towards the bot side. You see they are up a man right now, but the side of Reign of Kings still wants to start up this dragon. They're still going to look for this fight. They know Turbo has that TP ready to go if they want to look for this one. So Shu going to push them off here, going to threaten with the hook. And now the Reign of Kings, even though they're down a member, are going to be able to find this dragon. TP the Barbarian getting locked up there for a second. The hook's going to go wide. They don't find it onto the Kaisa. Turbo is just going to use his TP, thinking that they had a chance to start that fight off and get it going, but not much else is going to happen here. Turbo going to continue to be a nuisance here. Tall guy trying to back, but he can't get away from the Thomas Kench over there. Here goes Max, so depth charge going to go out from Shu to try and stop this one from going any further. He's going to get locked up now. Another auto is going to keep him in play. Shu, a little bit more damage would have done it. The Q goes wide. The collateral damage over the top to find it. Eyesight finds the kill onto Shu. They trade the support. And they're going to be able to go down there to the bot side and possibly look for that tower. Looks like they're just going to reset, go back, buy some items with all the gold they've got. Isurge over here on the top side, having to blow his flash once again in this 1v1. You can see Turbo getting complete control against the enemy top laner. This Volibear not doing the best against this Thomas Kench. And L9 isn't going to be able to find a second solo kill this game. A little bit more damage is going to do it. Another auto possibly misses with the Q. The W is going to go out. He's going to go over to the other side. Turbo's not able to do it just yet. The hook, the tongue lash, it goes out. He finds another solo kill onto the volley bear. And now the side of Reign of Kings are going to be looking to kind of control around this mid and bot side because that's where they've been losing the most so far. They still have been able to secure 2 dragons for themselves, so not in the worst position in this game at all. But Tall Guy's here, once again, looking for a possible kill onto Turbo. He is level 11 now, has that extra damage on his W, the second rank of his ultimate. Turbo is going to be looking to get some extra damage down. The second E is going to come out to keep him in place even longer. But here is Graves. Eyesight as well, trying to find the kill. Gets that smite down and get that bonus damage onto him. Tall Guy going to possibly find the kill here. Flashes in place just to flex on him there. Not sure what that one was, but they find the kill at the end. They get the Thomas Kench once again. And the side of Rivals are doing well in the kill department, but the gold is still about dead even. Only about 800 gold separates these 2 teams.
Yeah, a lot of bounties over for the side of Rivals. We saw this happening earlier on in the last game here, where Rivals accumulated themselves a pretty nice early game, but Rivals found themselves grabbing a lot of those bounties, entering the mid game for themselves, and doing quite well. Speaking of entering the mid game here, we have reached 16 minutes, so we are transitioning our way here, where we're going to see some laners go into other sides and not necessarily needing to stay at their respective ones. Going to be looking to see if we can get some roams off potentially from our supports as well, and see, you know, some of these whenever we get to these 1 to 2 item power spikes that some of these mid laners are going to grab.
And honestly, iSurge winning the top lane war up there, getting the first tower, can, you know, proudly say he won lane, even though he's kind of getting his cheeks ran in right now. But overall, the volley bear doing a good job to secure that tower for his team. I believe that is the second tower. The mid lane one has gone down as well from Chachi. So him answering first in that mid lane as the LeBlanc has been roaming around a whole bunch. But overall, the side of Reign of Kings here still doing their best to stay alive in this game, not going down at all. The gold lead is barely about 1,000 in their favor for the side of the Rivals, so still keeping this gold almost dead even here. And overall, this just doesn't mean a whole lot for the side of Reign of Kings. Yeah, they have the 2 dragons, but here comes the Rise into the backline. Are going to force out the Stormbringer out of iSurge. Is going to get lower even more. Chachi finds a kill onto iSurge, so they're answering back around the map. As I was just saying, the gold lead and the kills, it's staying even for Reign of Kings. Doesn't matter a whole lot as they go up to the top side and pick up another kill onto iSurge.
And actually making the gold lead dead even. Looking at, even though the kills are leading over for the side of Rivals, the gold is definitely the same thanks to all these objectives.
Yeah. And the side of Rivals here really needs to answer this top side. They're about to get a huge gold swing from taking down that tower, but on the bot side here, I'm not even casting it. It is just a complete wipe there from the side of the Rivals onto the 2-man squad of the Reign of Kings, but they really just wanted to hold them in place, not let them leave the lane, as they are able to secure themselves 2 towers on this top side, get some extra damage onto the first inhibitor. So the side of Reign of Kings really breaking open this game so far. Dodge the Q only going to be able to answer 1 tower back on the bot side, and it's just a tier 1. So overall, I believe Reign of Kings winning that trade on the map wholeheartedly.
And I feel like that was a little bit of misplay coming out from Rivals here. We saw Eyesight at the end of the bot lane skirmish. He was already backing, but because he was bot side, they really took advantage of how they took top side so easily. Summoned the Herald here, got the tier 2 tower, got the inhibitor tower, and even got an extra charge off on the inhibitor. So they're going to have to keep that in mind a lot more often in order to, you know, make sure that they aren't just going to be constantly pushed in. They no longer have a tower to help them bounce these minions, so someone's always going to have to respond to top lane whenever it's getting it's bouncing towards the red side here. Speaking of red side, it looks like they are going to be taking up the dragon as well here. First, the Infernal Drake's going to be a pretty exciting one to grab just because it gives you so much extra damage, but it's going to be really pivotal to see if it can really make a dent into this Thomas Kench here just like that.
Yeah, Turbo. A little bit questionable decision there, but here is Chachi using that Everfrost to keep them in place, not let them go onto him. Really dangerous TP there, could have gone down very easily. But with that kill onto Turbo, it is going to mean they have priority on this Baron. They could look to fight for it, but Turbo does have that TP to join the fight if it does go down. Something we kind of overlooked there was that dragon. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. the side of Rivals were able to finally secure themselves one, not wanting to give away that third dragon towards Reign of Kings. Eyesight here getting a decent amount of damage down. The that Glacial Fissure is going to go down into the middle of the fight. Chachi going to go down as well. On the other side, though, Eyesight's trying to find two on the other side. He's going to go down as well. So it's a 2-for-1 for the side of the Rivals so far in that mid lane. They win that trade overall. And now the side of Reign of Kings are going to try and find the engage back onto the side of Rivals. Here goes into the mid lane, L9 Turbo, but he isn't going to be able to do anything just yet. He's going quite low. The shield is going to keep him alive, the healed as well. But overall, it's just a bunch of fighting back and forth in the mid lane, a bunch of damage down for both sides. Overall, though, Rivals win that trade.
Yeah, Rivals will be winning out that trade. Unfortunately, Ice Surge getting caught out there once again in a 2v1 situation with Matt and Trey. But in any case, speaking of getting caught out, it looks like Matt's got caught out by Tall Guy.
Yeah, Tall Guy there doing a pretty good job at bursting him down. Now going to be able to find a second one most likely here. The Ignite not used just yet. Trey Russ barely getting away. Killer Instinct into the back line. They are going to keep Dodge the Q in place. Trey Russ barely staying alive. Good guy shoot flashes in front of that that Void Seeker there. Able to keep his jungler alive. Trey Russ, I don't think he was going to be able to dodge that one. A good job out of Dodge the Q and trying to follow, but he isn't able to find the kill. Shu there, MVP, keeping his jungler alive. Turbo and Shu going to try and keep this mid lane from going down. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. Reign of Kings, though, still playing, having to play on this back foot here, even though they've secured that mid tier 1.
Yeah, and it looks like a lot of this pressures coming out is going to be, a little bit representative of how well the Reign of Kings are doing right now. I mean, they can't take down this mid tier 2 or tier 1 tower on the outer tower, I suppose, is a better way to put it. I don't know. In any case, Reign of King's doing a really good job keeping that tower there. Makes it so they can still contest a lot of these objectives and have a safe place to go. Doing a really good job of defending that, because once that tower goes down, that's a lot of your pressure that's suddenly gone here. Considering now a lot of other tier 2 or tier 1 outer towers. It's one of the two. We're in the middle of the cast. I'm getting tired a little bit here. Even though it's only 8 o'clock. It's kind of weird. Honestly, I need to stop staying up so late.
Hey, man, I feel you there. The late nights are adding up. But here we go. The game still must go on. Reign of Kings doing their best to hold on in this game so far. Haven't gotten too far down in the gold department. Still only about 2k gold away. And that top lane is still completely open. So if the Rise here, if Chachi can continue to split push, get these waves in a good spot to pressure that inhibitor, they could very well look for it. But speaking of something going down, Eyesight getting real low there, almost getting caught out completely. They were able to get a decent amount of damage there onto him, but it isn't going to mean the kill just yet. And we saw it last game where Reign of Kings just pulled the trigger. Once they saw an opening for that Baron, you could very well see if they got that kill onto Eyesight, they would have pushed towards that Baron once again, but not able to find it just yet. Eyesight still going to stay in the area. L9 going into 3-man squad without vision. A dangerous play, but he is still very, very tanky here on this TK. Doing very well so far for himself. Level 14, 2 items now, while the Volley Bear on the other side has not been able to have as much impact as him. So Ice Surge possibly going to be looking for a flank here. He is still in the wings. On the other side, though, we have Tall Guy as well. But Chachi is here, Shu as well. They are going to be able to spot them out so far. The hook is going to go wide from Shu. So they are just prepping for this dragon here. It is possibly going to be a fight here. Here goes Stormbringer goes out. The Glacial Fissure on top of that. Into the back line goes Trey Russ with that Crescent Guard. They're doing a bunch of damage onto Rivals. They're able to stay alive so far. 2 already for the Rise. Into the back line goes Turbo. A double kill now. A triple though. But they turned it around on the other side though. Tall Guy and Dodge the Q getting all their damage. Comboed up together. Able to find those 2 kills onto him. Dodge the Q now getting away from him. Into the back line goes Tall Guy. L9 going to do his best to stay alive, but Dodge the Q might be getting locked as well. 1k gold to the Thomas Kench. Is going to continue to look for this one into the back line. Once again goes Turbo. Is going to look for this extra damage. Tall Guy just able to continue to pressure with the damage, but while it looked good for RoK at the beginning, the 2 carries from the side of Rivals here just come turn it completely around and diminish those losses that they could have had after dying in that fight. So RoK here with that bit of team fight win there, with leaving only Tall Guy up, are going to be able to secure this dragon now, make that 3. So Chachi able to solo that one out, get that extra bit of gold and objective control in their favor. The gold is completely dead even now. 3 dragons in their back pocket, so 1 more will finish that soul. the side of Reign of Kings is looking to continue fighting in this game too.
Yeah, gold lead has definitely evened up here now. We're looking at it. That's it. I want to say that fight was a really good job from Trey diving in there earlier on in order to block out those carries we're talking about. That dodge Q tall guy from entering this fight while Eyesight and Isurge kind of got soloed out. CB Barbarian as well, just in the front line in order to try to prevent a lot of it. Trey did eventually go down there, but not before Matt.
Oh, the hook lands from Shu. Depth charge as well. They burst down the Kai'Sa. Random King should use this to find the rest of the fight here. The Colin comes out from Max on the side. Is he going to be able to do what he did in the last game and get that extra damage down? He is the Lucian God right now, but so far, it's just going to get chunked out. They could look for the Baron now. Random Kings having control of this mid lane and finding that kill onto the Kai'Sa. Will this be enough to secure themselves this Baron? They for sure have control around it, but are they going to be able to pull the trigger like last game? The 5-man squad now pushing onto it, and it looks like Rivals are just not going to be able to contest this one.
Yeah, and I gotta say, for Mats right here, I do want to point out. Actually, you know what? I'll make this point later on since we're at the Baron pit. It looks like L9 is going to be.
It is going into the back line. He is going to get locked up here. They're going to look for the burst onto the Baron. Stormbringer comes out. Are they going to be able to find it? It is going to be the Lucian securing it of all people. Icer is trying to get some extra damage down. Trevorous is going to go down. CV the Barbarian is quite low. Eyesight was just healing off some Raptors there, but the 5-man are here. They're going to continue to push. Tall guy getting real low. Max finds the kill. That's 3 down from the side of Rivals. This could be the nail in the coffin once again from the side of RoK. They were down the entire game, but they never gave up. Now they're going to be able to look to dive these towers here. L9 Turbo is just so tanky. They cannot cut through this Thomas Kench at all. And now the 5-man squad from RoK are going to continue to push onto the mid lane, and this could be what they need to end this one out.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, they do have a little bit of time before Tallest guy comes back up here, but I think we're going to be happy with just inhibitor or 2 even. Looks like they might be grading it. Seeing that they don't want to make an engage happen, we'll have to see. Oh. They are looking for something here from our...
Rivals are looking to fight this one back. Electro Fissure, there goes Max already into the back line. He's real low. They can't really fight it out without him. CB Barbarian in the front taking a lot of the damage. LeBlanc already finds one. Tall into the back line. Shu finding one back as well. They're going to do their best, but it is a tall guy finding 2 already. Now 3 members down from the side of RoK. The gold swing is just completely flipped in the other direction. Make that a triple for tall guys. So, you know, they may have lost that fight earlier around the Baron pit, but they find 4 in their favor. Only Max getting away from the volley bear at the end of the day. And now, with that, they could look to, you know, push onto this mid-tier 2 or mid-tier 1, find themselves some extra gold, but they are still very much down. 1 inhibitor down in the mid lane. The second one on the top side getting real low. So, we'll see what RoK does to, you know, continue to push onto the enemy team.
And Dashq taking all that extra damage from the Lucian for free, not getting anything traded back, means that she will need to be careful from pushing out this tier 1 tower mid lane. I gotta say, Random Kings, that was a little bit of a greedy play there. You looking for 2 inhibitors there when you know Todd's guy was coming up soon, so that means he was able to jump in for a fight, and jump in for a fight he did, got a triple kill out of it. So a little bit of a greedy play. I like it, honestly. You know, testing your luck, limit testing a little bit here. But with that greedier play, you did lose out on almost all your Baron buffs. I believe Mats was the only one that has it still. So unfortunate on that end, but in any case here, we'll have to see if CB Barbarian gets caught out or not.
Almost getting caught up there, but Turbo is in a 1v1 against Dodge the Q up here on the top side. He's going to use that W to follow him into the other side, but Dodge the Q has to try and get away from this Thomas Kench. Is in quite a bad spot here. The Realm Warp is going to come out here from Chachi. 3-man squad is here. They want to look for this fight. The Crescent Guard to split it up into 2 places. Dodge the Q using the Killer Instinct to go back towards his team. Is able to get away so far. Isurge finds one onto Treyarus. Into the back line goes Max. Isurge trying to go and get away from him. Isurge trying to do his best to get the damage down. Chachi still finding the damage here on this rise. Is he going to be able to carry this one out just like last game on the Corki? But he can't find the damage just yet. Tall guy into the back line is going to go down as well, but he finds one back before he goes down, finding the Lucian. Now with that, they're going to be able to find this inhibitor, the second one for themselves. Reign of Kings looking so good at this time. Dodge the Q getting knocked up there by the Tom Kench. Chachi going to continue to follow here. Are they going to have enough damage Does go blind for a second there, but he is able to find the kill at the end. Chachi not able to do anything just yet. Is going to take the tower. Aggro goes down once again. Eyesight going to continue to defend this tower because they have just lost both of their carries on this top side.
Yeah, and I think for Rivals end on that, it was a little bit of a riskier play coming out for them. Or maybe a little bit of miscommunication on that front for that play. We saw Isurge ulting in while Dodge Q already used Killer Instinct Flash and heal all at the same time in order to get out of there as fast as he can, get some healing off so that he can defend that inhibitor. Still goes down, unfortunately, but he did, I saw the game plan that you would regroup, look for a different team fight there, but Isurge already deep into it, going in a fall. Taunt guy also falling, unfortunately. He managed to get Matt, so Reign of Kings couldn't get as much out of it at the very least. But now we have to be worried about this Drake here because it is going to be the sole point for Reign of Kings here. 30 minutes into the game, they're already on it. Can the Kaisa get here close enough, or do we have to just start a fight?
The fight is going to be started. The depth charge onto the Graves already. Eyesight getting real low. The Crescent Guard has split up the fight once again. Max in the backline still doing a bunch of damage. Tall guy is not going to be able to find him just yet. In the backline is Isurge and CB the Barbarian trying to do their damage to get him down, but they aren't able to find it. Tall guy and Dodge and Q trying to do their best to turn this one around, but it is Reign of Kings 100% continuing to fight, continuing to push it down. A triple kill now for Chachi is able to find it. That might be what they needed to end this one out. The Reign of Kings will reign supreme, and now with that, with the 5-man ace, they're going to be able to push this one into the enemy base and take it out, end the game here. Pick up this 2-0 win over the side of the Rivals.
Yeah, and looks like that is going to be the series of the week for there. Thomas Kent doing a great job. So tanky. Could not be stopped. We even saw the Kaiser who built the Kraken Slayer, who built the LDR, did not do enough damage. I wonder if to really peel him out. Trey also super tanky while just letting free reign for Chachi, OKC, and Max doing all the damage they need into this back line. So well done there, Reign of Kings there. And I honestly couldn't say it better myself. So the Reign of Kings will reign supreme. Even though this is going to be your first win, maybe this is going to be a turnaround where we're going to keep up those streaks for now. In any case here, congratulations Reign of Kings for your win, and Rivals looks like it's going to be better luck next week, or I suppose this week, considering we do stream a week before. In any case here, I've been Let's Go Dragon here, alongside of Gundo as my play-by-play caster. I was the color caster. You have any words you want to say before we end off the stream?
Just continue to have these banger games. I love to cast them. I love it when they're back and forth. The gold cap is now over. That is our game of the week. Hopefully they can continue to deliver like this one did. It was a 2-0, but it was still a banger series overall. Again, I've been Gundo. It's nice to be back in casting the GRLCS. It's always fun when I'm on here with my boy Rex. So yeah, I've been Gundo, and that's really all I gotta say.
All right. Well, we will be signing off. So bye bye.